Sweet.
Okay, Fusion fam, what is up?
What's going on, ladies and
Hey.
We have a special guest. I'm sorry, she's not even a guest. She's more like family.
She is family.
Yeah, we're buddies.
Yeah, so could you...
I'm Auntie Steph. These are my
Auntie Steph?
nephews.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
My anime babies.
Oh, come on.
Come on now.
Topic you.
Hey.
Let's go.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Man, we have a voice acting Dragon Ball legend. It's definitely Nadolny.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, everyone. We're back.
You a superstar now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel like a superstar. I feel like an auntie.
You say
A
that.
superstar auntie.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of your posts, and you've been everywhere.
I'm going a lot of, I'm going all over the place. I'm all over the place anyway, but like, especially now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
damn, she
Oh,
was
man,
bad.
you're moving,
Yeah.
moving.
Moving and grooving.
Yeah.
Styling and profiling and chilling like a villain.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
I like
maybe
it.
not like a villain.
Yeah, I know. You're kind
Hero.
of like a hero these days.
Yeah. I'm trying to get back on staying pure of heart,
Okay.
like Goku, my hero.
You got to sit on that Nimbus.
Exactly. I don't want to fall
Yeah.
through. You Dragon Ball fans will know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Let's intro this pod and we're going to get to it, man. If you guys don't know, I'm Chad.
And I'm Jeremy.
And together, this podcast,
Yup.
this tag team, this
Yeah.
collective, these Comic Con conquerors,
That's right.
and gaming gods,
Yeah.
we are Fusion High.
With the ultimate yourself.
With
Love
Stephanie.
it. Good job.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's been a while since I've heard that. I don't know. It was
Thank
like
you.
I remember the last time we had an interview chat type thing. It was around Christmas.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah, and it was at Dragon Ball
That was a
Z,
good
yeah.
one.
Thank
We
you.
Good
were
times,
we
good
were all on
food.
fire that day, I think.
And once again, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you
Then
so
and even
much.
now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love you guys, man. I'm sorry I had to wait so long. We had a Comic-Con here, and we had to wrap everything up and
Yeah.
say our goodbyes, take all our pictures, send people on their way. Some people flew, some people drove.
Yeah.
Luckily, we drove. We like road trips.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston. Not too bad.
Couple hour drive, not too
Yeah,
bad.
I do
maybe
it for a
four,
living, so I
4 or
understand.
5. I don't know. We take our time, we listen to music,
Oh, sweet.
and we have a good time. So road trips are sometimes a little bit less hassle too. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right, so Dragon Ball Daima.
yeah.
So, how did you get attached back with Dragon Ball? Like, how did that whole situation play out?
Well, from what I'll say what I know about it, and
Okay.
that's apparently long before I even knew. Dragon Ball Daima was in production in Japan. Akira Toriyama, as you all know, is amazing. The legend himself. Apparently, there was an announcement made October of 2023 that Daima was coming. I didn't know about that, but I did hear from basically Toei Japan, Toei Animation, contacted Crunchyroll and started conducting auditions for Dragon Ball Daima. There's a lot of new characters. There's also a lot of characters that are changed back into mini versions of themselves. And I went in and auditioned in July of 24. And I thought, okay, we're auditioning. That's cool. That's kind of protocol. I kind of just showed up and just kind of let it go. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
That's just, you know.
Understood.
That's the biz.
That's the thing. It is. It's showbiz. You get it. Sometimes you get it. Sometimes you don't. If you don't, you just move on to the next one. And if you stay perseverant and you really work at your craft and give it your all, something will happen. And so I was called in, and actually the CEO of Crunchyroll contacted me and said, we'd like for you to come back and play your original OG Goku for Goku Mini for Daima. And I couldn't say anything, you guys,
Yeah.
like until it was the official announcement at the New York Comic Con, October 18th.
I know that
So
was
I had to be
eating you up
quiet.
on one
I had
side.
to. You just follow the rules. It's a non-disclosure. It's a complete and total courtesy
Understood.
to Toei Animation. It's their property. It was also an extra special property. Still is, due to the fact it was Akira's last work. Before we tragically, obviously lost him last March, just over a year ago. So that's kind of how it went down for me. I'm loving it. I mean, Goku's part of me now. You know, Kid Goku's he's my little dude. I get to live vicariously through him. So I'm just honored and extremely grateful to even be given this opportunity, and then to be welcomed back with open arms by the fans. I mean, you guys have been amazing. I mean, you know, I got anime kids all over the world now. You know, I'm an anime mom, an anime auntie. It's great.
Sweet.
So I really owe a lot of it to the fans and Toei's attention to what the fans wanted and what they really would like to see happen.
Okay.
And so I feel just really great. It was a 16-year break between the end of GT and the beginning of Daima.
Yeah.
I know. It felt like
crazy.
20 or 20, but it was just, I did the math and it was 16 very long years.
Yeah.
So it's really great to be back. A lot of my characters grew up, so they aged up basically.
Yeah.
So the fact they got turned back small, opened that door.
Yeah.
Really proud of the cast members. Director Jonathan Rigg, shout out, he's amazing. Jameson's on ADR duty, and the chemistry was just great from the start.
Yeah.
So I had a good feeling about it, but I also know to keep my expectations low so that you can avoid disappointment.
So with that being said, can I say something?
Yeah.
Boo! Why you at the freaking audition for something? You the OG
Oh,
Kid
yeah.
Goku. Boo that man!
Well-
Yo, stop! It's Silent Snake.
We have
over
we have
again.
a goat here.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
That's because
No, it's-
that's it. To me, the equivalent. I don't know if you ever heard this guy named David Hayter. He's the guy who voiced Solid Snake.
Okay.
And every time they made another video game of Metal Gear, he had to re-audition.
Oh.
But you're freaking Kid
Oh,
Goku,
you know, I
man.
didn't
Dragon Ball
really-
GT, and now Daima.
I was seriously so humbled and honored to be asked to audition because it had just been so long, and I
Okay.
think that was part of the reason. You know, there's a process, and I think they wanted to see and hear the condition of my voice now,
Okay,
and is it the same?
Yeah.
And it is, and it was. It is.
really is.
You
And,
just humbled me now. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
you didn't do anything. A lot of the, I still couldn't say anything back then, so I couldn't say anything. But now that time has passed, I also think it's kind of procedure,
Yes.
especially when, they just want to really make sure they're making the right decision. We want to hear, me voicing Kid Goku, and is it going to fit Akira's wishes and his executive producer? And thankfully it did.
Yay!
So yeah, no, I was just so excited to be able to come back in and audition and record, be in the studio, be behind the mic with the headphones. The process of all of that there's so much creativity that flies around and being in the moment. And I'm living in the moment more now than I ever have. And I'm very, very excited and grateful for this opportunity for you guys, the fans,
Thank
to
you.
watch what's been taking place behind the scenes with us, creating, and the director's doing just such a fantastic job. And I've met some of the castmates at the November opening of the first 3 episodes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and at some point I'm sure we'll do like a little, unofficial cast party.
Yeah.
To whoever wants to show up or whatever, and like kind of hang out and say, we did it.
Yeah.
So that was a comment I just made. But here's a question: do you feel like a rock star ever since? Like everything's out there.
I do,
know
but
you had to.
I'm keeping everything harnessed, and I'm keeping everything on the down low and letting things unfold, naturally and however they're supposed to be. There's no, I really just keep the attitude of like when people come to Comic-Cons or whatever, I don't expect anyone to just know
Yes, ma'am.
automatically really who I am or what I do, and if they do, that's great. We have chats about it. Their kids are watching it with their families who grew up watching their dads and moms, or bonding over it again. I think new fans will be created from Daima, and then that might get them curious. Like, how did this all start? What's this all about? There's been others. And they'll go back and watch some of the
Your old good
the OG
arts.
Dragon Ball,
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and it might just spur some interest in checking all of those out as well. And
Yeah.
the franchise has just been so long lived and cherished. And regardless, it's Akira's legacy will never die.
Yeah,
True,
exactly.
And we wouldn't be here talking, having an interview, had he not created such an amazing story.
That is true.
And had the companies not got the rights to dub it in their native languages,
Yeah, you read my mind because that was legit my next question.
Oh, yeah.
So the last episode of Dragon Ball Daima, the Japanese dub came out almost a year to the date of Akira passing away.
February 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like real late at night, and technically I think it was March 1st in Japan.
Yeah, because I remember I was sitting on my couch and I'm just on my phone and I see it. I'm just like, no.
Yeah, it from what I understand, that was not. There nothing about that was planned.
Yeah, no.
That just miraculously kind of became coincidence.
Yeah.
Right.
But what a cool coincidence.
Yeah.
I mean, just like
It-
we're still honoring him.
Yeah.
You
To
know.
this day. Yeah, wow.
Oh yeah. Like in a good way. I thought it was like
Beautiful.
it's like his little beyond the death or beyond the grave or whatever you want to call it. His little
thank you.
little
That's
star.
like thanks, guys. Here you go.
This is a gift.
Exactly. Because I was going to ask, how does that make you feel to know that you were brought in to honor the last thing that he gave us?
That's what makes it so much more powerful and so much more meaningful. And just to be back in the groove and back in the saddle, back on the bike, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
It's just like it was just a smooth transition. There wasn't really. It was just kind of natural, and I think that's what makes it more special. Nothing was forced. There was no manipulation trying to come up with the outcome. I just kind of let it go. Let the universe take it, do what it needs with it. And that's kind of how I live now anyway,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, live in the moment. It's a gift. It's precious. It's a present. It's a
This
present.
is true.
Yeah.
This is the presence of the present.
Yeah, it's been great.
So I have one more Dragon Ball question, and then I don't know if you have one. So
No, I ain't got no more because we trying to.
I know you
get to
know this.
you.
Yeah, I know you know.
I know. Yeah, we're buds.
Yeah.
now.
So Super Saiyan 4. So this is going to happen. I've been catching up on the English dub as well.
Yeah,
and you guys aren't quite there yet.
Right.
I can't wait to hear your interpretation of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You guys actually making it like canon.
Yes.
It's here to stay. I know you probably can't say anything about about your performance quite yet because it's not out, but if you could just talk about when you found out, just how did you feel about that?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, because even the director and the ADR engineer, they're only told so much. They do watch ahead, and that makes sense for them to watch. The director needs to watch the Japanese sub so that he can kind of arrange his thoughts on the story and how he's going to be approaching each session with each actor. So that's I understand that needs to happen, and obviously the Japanese version, which is the original, that's a way that obviously they get first dibs because they created it. I mean, that's all hail Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the kings. They are the anime kings. Japanime. That's why they call it anime.
Exactly.
So. But we're really just kind of not really told much. I think that it's just, like I said, it's literally session by session, day by day. I did find out about the Super Saiyan 4 form on Valentine's Day because that was when when it came out in the Japanese sub. And I saw the internet blow up.
Oh yeah, it went crazy.
I think Crunchyroll crashed and everything.
It did.
What? It did?
Yeah, I don't exactly know what went down exactly.
Yeah,
I just
it
heard that
did.
it was wow, the fans love it.
It's my favorite Super Saiyan 4. From JT.
And when I watched it unfold, I just saw a clip of it. I didn't know where it was headed. I didn't know it was going to be Goku Mini as Super Saiyan 4. So when you saw him and the dust clears and you see Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini, I was like, that means I get to voice him.
Yeah, that's why I was so excited. I just Stephanie gets to do it.
I was like, this has never been done before.
Yeah.
This exact form, this exact age, the body, everything was like Goku Mini.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked about it. But I don't really have much to say.
Yeah. You said it.
I mean, that's where I'm at right now in the production of it. So we'll see what happens. I know I'm watching them every Friday too. I just cannot wait.
Yeah.
I just signed up. I'm like, and I've never seen Dragon Ball all the way through. And we started watching Dragon Ball because we were all jazzed up. You know, me and my guy Dan, the manager, bass player, everything. He's my handler. He's everything. And he knows a lot of the voice actors through working with me, and we travel together. So we've really been enjoying the OG Dragon Ball too. In between getting the episodes for Diamond to kind of get the backstory, and we just never sat down and watched it. So one by one, we're watching Dragon Ball episodes. You know, when we have the time, we try to do that at least once or twice a week.
Okay.
And so we're kind of doing both at once. But I don't know. It's just crazy to go back and watch the original.
Yeah,
I know it is.
I mean, it's so quirky and it's funny, but it pushes the envelope and
it did.
Like you get a lot of
it's like you can't do that now.
I know. What are you doing? What are you saying?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
And it's the Japanese culture has to come across because that's where the story was written.
Yes.
And they have their own senses of humor too.
I know, right?
So I mean, teen boys especially are gonna. They're gonna understand what's going on.
I let my son. So I bought him the Dragon Ball like complete like omnibus. I bought it for him. So I'm like, here. I love watching this as a kid. Yeah, I bought it for you. So
check it out.
So I'm like, he's reading it, and I just come in. I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, oh, I'm on this part, and there's a part where like Goku is like completely naked. I was like,
I know.
Oh, I forgot this was in here. I'm like,
oh man,
keep going.
I know. Jam was like, he just dropped his pants. Feet in the river. I'm like, that's
that's how Goku got down. That's how they got down back then.
Or that part where like they was looking for the Bancho fan in Master Roshi's closet, and they couldn't find it, and then you see like a nudie mag come out. And me and my wife went back and watched it too, like some years ago. It was like, oh, Roshi, you're such a naughty boy.
Wow. and Goku's reaction is great. He's like, wow, these girls must be poor. They can't afford clothes. Bulma's like ripping him out of his hands. No, Goku, stop it. You're not a man with a shred of decency.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Goku has no idea.
Yeah,
which is good.
And
that's the fun humor about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand. It's like, poor things. So, but I think that when the time's right, they'll understand. But I think kids can. That kind of rolls off.
Yeah.
They kind of know more than you really want them to know, but you know that it's cool, and you're still supervising them.
Yeah,
so.
of course. And that's I'm just like, hey man, you got questions? I explain anything in here. He's really, but he loves Dragon Ball. It's like his favorite anime.
The World Martial Arts Tournament. We're somewhere at almost at the end of the World Martial Arts Tournament. I just can't believe some of the characters that come in and fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the boys, they're like farting on each other and it's like it's crazy. It's so wacky.
It's so
wacky.
Kids. Oh my goodness.
Bacterian and Krillin.
Yeah.
Oh man, what are we watching?
Your line was killer. Krillin, you don't have a nose.
Oh yeah, I can do this. Come on, Krillin, you can do it.
That was funny.
Fourth wall breaking, by the way. You broke the fourth wall.
Krillin was losing so.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, losing one stinks. Like, dude, you ain't got a nose. Like, oh shucks, I don't have a nose.
And what's funny in real life, before we even did that scene, I noticed that he didn't have a nose.
Really?
Well, because I was doing Gohan first in the Ginyu Saga. This is long ago, and I knew Sunny Straight. We kind of knew the cast members from just coming and going, so we record separately. But I remember running into him, and we did a little mini video or something, and I was like, what is this thing with... You don't have a nose. Why don't you have a nose? Oh yeah, I don't have a nose. So I had already recognized by doing Gohan in Dragon Ball Z that he didn't have a nose. So when that part came to do a couple years later, I'm like, he was like,
you're right.
Goku's like, you got this. You can't smell anything. You don't have a nose. So I was like, and I had something I had noticed, as Stephanie noticing visually, why does Krillin? He's got the dots.
Yeah.
Right.
He's got but he has no nose. Like, what's up with that?
Why doesn't he have a nose, man?
Yeah, but I think that's why Sonny, when he came in to do the voice, and when Laurie still came in to do the voice of Kid Krillin, they utilized the fact he didn't have a nose in their performance.
That's crazy.
Because it's almost like they're kind of like up here where there's no way to release it.
I get it.
Go on. They're all. Or that's not really good. I can't really do Krillin's voice very well, but the kid one, I really noticed how their delivery reflects that.
Damn,
I think that's really good acting. and utilization of the visuals.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I think they both did great. I love both Sonny's version of Krillin and Lori Steele's Kid Krillin. Is just it's hilarious. And the two of them, and they're so different. It's like Goku's so like, let's do this the right way, and let's and Krillin's always trying to cheat. He's just that's real life. Like kids are they want to get away with stuff.
Oh yeah, they want to do it the easy way.
I'm listening to you. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're such a fan of the work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And just like the little details.
And to finally see everything in context was what was different. I just hadn't sat down to watch. I've seen clips.
Yeah.
I remember some key scenes. I remember being directed with certain lines, but sitting down and literally just blank slate watching it, step by step. It's like this is way more entertaining than I thought.
Dang, that's
it's
cool.
more funny. It's more quirky than Dan and I realized.
Yeah.
And we, now he knows all the voice actors from traveling around with me for really almost a decade, or a little bit less than a decade, I guess.
Yeah.
So now he's like, oh, I hear it. He can hear the voices of the voice actors that we work with at these conventions, and it's a small cast really initially.
If you think about it, yes, right.
You've got Chuck Huber, you've got
cool.
Justin Cook, you got Chris Abbott, you got Tiffany Vollmer, Cynthia Krantz is Chi-Chi, Linda Young is Frieza. Of course, that comes later. That's Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
But like I see the cast at the end, and those are kind of the core Funimation original. Mike McFarland, Master Roshi. I don't want to leave anybody out. And it was that Laurie Steele as Krillin. That was kind of and Meredith McCoy as Launch. I ended up singing in the band with her.
Oh, Launch.
2000, 2001. I know, and I keep up with her on the socials, and I'm just so proud of everybody with what they've done and chosen to do with their lives now.
Yeah,
some are still very, very active with their voice acting at Crunchyroll. A lot of them are on the Comic-Con scenes. Some of them have had families, have had kids, and they've got families of their own now. And it's just great to kind of see where everybody went. Because this is literally 25 years ago when we all when I auditioned with most of the OGs, it was 1998. So when you do the math, so really it's almost 26, but it's a good solid.
I was 11 years old.
Yeah, over 25 years ago.
That's so crazy. It doesn't seem that long ago.
No, it don't.
Yeah.
It really doesn't at all.
Yeah, a lot of the animes are.
They're old.
A lot of the really trailblazer anime.
Yeah, we got them later.
Yeah, we got them much later.
Yeah. That's true.
And I didn't even know about Dragon Ball until I showed up to work one day, and all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, here's your role. You're a Kid Goku. This is his story. Go. And so we decided to develop the voice in a way that you start with Gohan, you remove the rasp, and you deliver a much more innocent, chipper, upbeat, nothing's a big deal type of a read. Yeah. And then every time I come in, you're kind of just stuck, and I kind of knew what to do from there. But it was kind of nice to go from Gohan to Goku, because Gohan's a bit more tough on a female's vocal cords, especially Cell Saga. That's like,
you were screaming,
meaningless. And then we were doing these long sessions all day long, and it was pretty rough. But like I said last time, I'm a singer in a band, and I was traveling, and I was using my voice a lot. It was God I had the stamina to do those sessions, and just rest and get back at it the next day or the next week.
Yeah, so speaking
whenever they needed us.
Speaking of you being in a band, so what are some of your favorite genres of music?
My favorite is R&B, soul, disco. I do like singing a little bit of jazz.
Okay.
Motown, oldies.
Okay.
I do like some old country. I was able to sing a lot of different styles with the band I was in, Vince Vance and the Valiants. They started in 1971. They had a Christmas song called All I Want for Christmas Is You. Came out in 89. It's like a bluesy country kind of song, 'cause all I want for Christmas is you. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that. I don't need expensive things. They don't matter to me. All that I want can't be found underneath the Christmas tree. So it's very much Vince fans.
Man, I got some chills
It
there.
did come 5 years before the Mariah Carey song, which of the same title.
Yeah.
Similar ideas. But so I just have to make that clear.
Yeah.
It's like
Eat your heart out, Mariah.
Yeah,
I know. It's like, come on, man.
Hey, she's on ice right now. She can't hear you. No, she doesn't.
Oh.
She doesn't get thawed out until
Like December 1st.
Yeah, December 1st is when.
Oh,
Mariah
right.
Carey
Then you
comes
hear
out.
that song.
Yeah.
I'm like,
every day.
I'm like, no
All
offense.
day.
I'm like, I got to change the channel. I mean, no offense. I'm just. It's like it's just not my Christmas
I get
song.
it.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, I
It's
got
well
you.
done.
I
It's
got
a great. Everyone loves it. Not everyone, but a lot of people love that song. I get it,
Yeah.
but it's like, no.
We heard it 92 times
Yeah.
today.
Right. It does get overplayed.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
know.
I remember like the hip hop version of that. I used to work at Channel Sports back in those 05 to 06, and they had like the hip hop version. And I was like a little video. It was a little video, it was a little
Okay.
cartoon video of her. It's cute.
Yeah, and a lot of people
Well, you get
like to
tired of that, too.
remake. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
like to. It's like the carols. People can
Yeah.
redo the carol. I hear a lot of people
it's old
redoing.
too,
Christmas
yeah.
album. Hey,
Yeah.
that's my that's
Oh,
on my
there
list
you
of
go.
things to do. We do a Christmas album.
Heck yeah.
Grab your
Okay.
favorite songs. I got the musicians ready to go.
Heck
It's just
yeah.
a matter of booking the session time and getting my guys on board.
Okay.
So be wary because we are going to be doing something soon.
Oh, sweet.
Because my first love and
okay.
passion is singing, and music is the basis of any and all of what I do now.
This is anime, but like it's more on on the singing side. How did you get the opportunity to sing Sayonara Bye Bye?
Oh,
Like the show. I mean, you mentioned it last time, but we never like talked more in
Yeah.
detail.
A lot of people don't know about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the story on that. So singing with Vince Fans and the Valiants, I did meet. Oh, this is my shoe. Hi. Smell it.
Oh, man.
I'm kidding. I'm much more comfortable with my shoes off. So
man.
I hope it don't.
You're with fam, man. Take some shoes off.
don't even
No,
see it.
it's
Yeah,
it's
great.
good. I don't know why I have it in my lap. My shoe's in my lap. So anyway, easily distracted. Squirrel, something shiny.
Yeah.
I do the same.
I
Trust me.
know, I
Squirrel.
know. Exactly. So I was singing with Vince Vance and the Valiants from '91. Well, gosh, I stayed almost 2 decades, really. But during the touring years, when the band was very, very busy, was the '90s. It was still busy after that, but it was really, really busy in the '90s. We full on got a tour bus. Like we were driving all over mostly U.S., mostly the South. The Gulf Coast. The band originated in New Orleans, so we were down in Louisiana more than anywhere else. Mardi Gras parties and balls, and opening up for a lot of big names like the Spinners, the Four Tops, the Coasters, the Platters. I think we did Casey and the Sunshine Band, Huey
Really?
Lewis,
Wow.
Vanessa Williams, Chubby Checker. Oh yeah. I mean, we were roughing it too, man. We were in the buses and the planes and the automobiles and like planes, trains, and automobiles. Not so much trains, but sleeping on the airport floor because we literally had done the show, torn down, driven to the airport, and it's 5 a.m. There's no time to go to a hotel.
Right.
We were rocking it, and that's just what it was back then. We were literally touring, and 3 girl singers, 8 people, sometimes 9. We'd have a sax player. So there were 9 of us on stage. Vince Vance was, jumping in and out of costumes. We were doing different costumes. He would lead, we would be lead. We'd do the medleys and the harmonies, and then change the costumes. And he'd come out, and it was a very big deal. It was a show band. Like we did skits. We became characters. It was really great. Really, really good for me to do that at that time of my life when I had just gotten out of high school. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to sing and perform and be entertaining and learn how to command a stage and retain your stage presence. All these things I learned just naturally just from working with professional musicians and other professional singers who I just kind of followed in their footsteps,
Okay, cool.
So while I was performing with Vince Vance and the Valiants, I started meeting other people in the music industry, mainly Carl Finch of Brave Combo. Brave Combo is an Grammy award-winning polka band out of Denton, Texas, which is where I was going to college.
Okay.
And once I got in with Vince Vance and the Valiants, the schedule was just too elaborate for me to stay in college. So I went for a couple of years, and I was very interested in returning, but it just didn't happen. I was living the dream. I was learning so much of my craft and what I really wanted to do that you can't learn in school. You can't really learn just all kinds of things. It's hard to even think about how many things you learn when you're traveling and you're literally stuck with who you're with. Like you didn't hire them. The Vince fans hired them, and they're your people. They become your people, and you get in a rift on the road, or you're sharing rooms, and somebody's hot and somebody's cold. You freaking duke it out. I mean, you just you're sharing rooms with people.
Y'all like family at that point.
Your bus is broken down. It's hot as crap. The generator is not working. It's 102 degrees. You're out on the side of the road, stinking and smelling and needing a shower. And sometimes you get a cab, and we all go get showers, and we come back, and then or it gets towed, or we have to have somebody come pick us up. And we had all kinds of stuff. And then we other way around, we'd be up in Michigan, and it'd be 22 below, wind chill, and all our stuff is frozen, and our heat goes out.
Oh, damn!
And we're all like snuggled up in the front of the boat. I do have some videos from those days that I'm hoping to kind of do like a documentary with, where we could like see what it was like, life on the road like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
There was just so many crazy things that happened, and but you learned culture. We were traveling. We made friends and fans along the way. I still keep in touch with. You know, we're talking 20, 30 years here. You know, the band's 53 years now, 53 years old. Older than a lot of the members that were traveling with them, you know. So I met Paul Finch, and he took me in and invited me to perform with his band, and we did festivals together, and then he decided he wanted to work with me as a singer. He liked my voice, and he had a lot of original material, so I started working with him. He was then later, after we did our album in '97, hired to do the production and all the music for the animation themes at the time. So it's like, I don't know, 2001, 2002. I was working with him so exclusively that I would just kind of come around and he was kind of my mentor. And we would sit down and take Japanese lyrics and turn them into lyrical English lyrics that would convey the same meaning as the Japanese. And so I got invited to do that. And that wasn't really a position that I was hired for. I was there working with him, and it just naturally happened. And then I was a singer, so I got to sing Sayonara Bye Bye. And that's where it started. That was the first one.
And I love that song so much. It's one of my favorite outros.
Yeah.
Ever. I love that song.
It is available to be, heard on the DVDs or whatever, however you stream Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
And then from there, we started doing the same thing with other themes, including Dragon Ball, Kitty Great opening and closing, Case Closed. There were several others that we worked on. And then I was hired to, it just kind of naturally happened. I was just, hey, do you know any other really good singers we could use so that they all sound different? I said, I'm your girl, man. I've been recruiting singers and starlets for years now. Let me throw some people your way. They would come in and audition or learn the song, and then they'd pick and choose for Blue Gender, opening and closing. And so I got some of my singer friends. I got Meredith involved. I got some of my Vince Fans Valiant ladies involved, and that's kind of how that happened. And Carl Finch is credited at the end of every Dragon Ball, because he also produced the beginning and ending theme of Dragon Ball, which I love them. I do have renditions of them that I can release at some point, just because I love them so much. And I was already at the studio. I'm like, can I sing it, please?
I'm not gonna lie. I was waiting for you to sing on Daima. I thought
I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna learn it.
It was happening. I was just like, oh man. When the intro came on, I'm like,
I'm already learning it on piano. One of my recent events was in Detroit at BD Tat's tattoo parlor, I guess you call it. And he has a bunch of kids, and one of them was on the piano playing that theme when I walked in the door. It's on video. Somebody put it up on Instagram. BD Tat's wife.
Okay.
Yeah, and so Dan and I were there hanging out with them, and we gave him piano lessons later that day.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it was great. And then I started to sing John, Jaka John, and then here comes a new story. I gotta learn this. And Dan's like, why don't you
gotta do that.
Why don't you just learn it, and we'll learn it on the piano. We'll just play it. We'll record it with Toei's permission. We don't want anything in return. We couldn't do that anyway. That's not up to us. But just as an homage, like a thank you. I'm a singer. Let's do this. This is great music.
Heck yeah.
And let's just do it. So that's next on my agenda. Probably sometime in April or May. I'll be doing that.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'm already learning it on the piano, just the basic melody. And then how they have the translated lyrics.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to incorporate that so I can incorporate the meaning. But I think I want to learn it in Japanese first.
Oh, fancy, girl.
I'm telling you.
You fancy.
I mean, they're the reason we have this.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it'd be really great practice. And
Yeah.
I'm
really,
not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's freaking dope.
So let's see what happens. I'll let you guys know.
Just
Oh
throw it in the
yeah, I can't
universe.
wait for that.
Yeah,
I cannot
for
wait.
sure.
So I just have a couple more questions. So it's a Friday night. You've put on your voice acting clinic. You're like, I'm done. You and Dan are gonna go chill and relax. What do you like to do?
Watch Dragon Ball Daima.
Hey, watch Dragon Ball Daima.
Advertisement. Wait a minute. Get outta here.
No, but you said Friday night, and that's our thing, man. No, I mean we're usually traveling, so depending on if we fly, drive, wherever we're going, because it is kind of all over. Sometimes it's north, sometimes it's west, wherever. If it's a road trip, we settle in, we check in, and we get a shower or whatever and chill out, put the PJs on, and
Heck yeah.
time to chill,
that's
and get ready to get some
yeah.
rest. But then we want to watch Daima, or we want to watch an original Dragon Ball. That's just kind of what we're doing now. But we watch other stuff.
Okay.
I'm a big Beavis and Butthead fan.
Wow, really?
Oh yeah.
Classic.
I didn't
Really? Oh wow.
I had
my wife would get along because
I had stepbrothers and a brother, and then when I got in the show band, I just kind of became one of the dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like, okay, you're right. Farting and burping is funny. Okay,
Yeah, it is.
and I had to live vicariously through a kid, a boy.
Yeah, it all
Of course, he's gonna, totally sneak out a fart here. Oh, yeah, that was me. I was like, I got the fart. On the clock.
It was like Red Man from How High. I was like, I really farted on that. That's what he said when it comes to it.
I didn't really fart. It would have been funny if I did at the same time.
Oh, man.
Like for the accuracy, guys, for the accuracy.
Right, to
Lord.
really capture that moment. And so when I started out, I was green and I was kind of sheltered, and I'd been going to church my whole life and learning harmonies from the hymns, and so I kind of had to understand that I was going to have to let that go, because the real world
It's real.
is not like that.
Yep.
I went to Mardi Gras and I was ashamed of humankind. My first Mardi Gras.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh! I was like, people are just hanging it all out, and I was like devastated. But it's life. It's just a party.
Yeah.
They're having fun. Don't take everything so seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Just relax.
Exactly.
They're just doing this because it's Mardi Gras. It is what it is.
Is the word debauchery can be
Total
used?
insane
Debauchery.
Yeah, but it's learning culture. It's learning other lifestyles. It's learning about, and that even has a history with religion.
Yes,
with
it does.
Lent and Catholics, and you learn other people's way of life and other people's traditions,
That's
and
true.
to really respect that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
when where they at.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to where they're at. So
You want to
yeah,
respect their way of life.
Yes.
Exactly.
Even overseas and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
learned
fun.
that.
It's like, and then finding the quirky differences and then just laughing about it.
I think it was the same personally. Like,
We're all really
we
the
don't
same.
eat rice around this mother.
Underneath
You know what I'm
her,
saying?
yeah. And Gohan means rice. I learned about,
Yeah.
I mean,
Good
I don't know.
segue. I love how you did that.
I love Japanese food.
Yeah, oh,
So
cool.
maybe I was
yeah.
a Japanese person in another life. If you believe that, hey, maybe it happened. Maybe I was a dude in my last life. If you believe in reincarnation, okay, we'll go with that. I mean,
hence the Putin and
who
Tootin'.
really knows? Yeah. Putin and Tune.
Putin and Tootin'.
I thought he said, because I'm a singer, I was Putin in tune.
Oh, Putin
like
and
I was
Tune?
harmonizing
Oh my
with my
God.
toots.
Hey, I mean, you got the voice of an angel, so who knows?
Dan don't know. Yeah, Dan don't know about the.
So you just did it right there.
Well, I know a certain someone that let out a poot and it just happened to be an octave.
Oh.
It was musically an octave. Like, who can do that?
Hit the
It'll
whisper
never
note.
happen
Wait a minute.
again.
Hit the whisper note, huh?
We're doing fart jokes with Kid Goku right now, y'all. What
This
the
is
hell?
the best. This is the best. Oh my God.
How inappropriate is this?
Oh, man.
It's Dragon Ball Z
It's the
inappropriate.
perfect amount of appropriate.
Yeah.
Our childhood.
We're
That's
pushing-
our beat
every time we do one of these, we're gonna get a little bit more. Did she? Oh, she did not.
Miss Cow would be so ashamed. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know. Oh my, you guys are filthy. I can't believe you're embarrassing me like this.
Oh my God.
I'm the queen.
That's funny. I got one last question because I know you guys have to get out of here.
Yeah.
So the last time we were at Dragon Ball, you signed a baby. You autographed a baby, and like you said, you've been Dragon Ball Daima. You get a lot of fans and everything. What do you want your legacy to be when it's all said and done? Because I see you at all the conventions, and you get so much like genuine love from all the fans.
I do, and I genuinely love them back. And when they bring the kids and the babies, man.
Yeah, that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I was like, she is it. She's signing
That's
a
where
baby.
the mom. That's where my mom.
You signed a baby?
I have to show you when this is over. Like, she signed a baby.
She signed a baby.
A live baby. I signed a live baby.
I hope it was a live baby.
Well, I'm just like, what did I don't remember signing?
Yeah, too.
So there was a baby that came in like a little Go. I'll show you the video. You came in like a little Gohan video,
Outfit.
And you were just signing them. I was just like, she's the best. This is great.
You're a rock star. You're a freaking rock star.
Man, that's where my mom raised me. All of that comes flowing out when I get around kids and babies. And I mean, even during COVID, I taught voice and piano to kids.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was thinking, can I do this? Well, yeah, I guess I can. They hired me to do it. I did all the beginning stuff. Got the kids in there, get their confidence built. You know, kind of mentor them, kind of like I did with the Starlets and the Vince Fancy Dynasty days, and you know, give them like nothing but encouragement. You know, because when I got in the band, I was not treated that way. It was very competitive and very, you know, I have to pay some dues, you know. You know, I get the crappy songs maybe, or the ones that don't feature as much, wear the costumes that are maybe a little torn up, that don't really fit right and stuff like that. But I was so excited to be in a band. It's like, no, man. I mean, I'd even go home crying sometimes because I'd been picked on or bullied a little bit. But I'd get right back on that tour bus the next week.
There you go.
And I learned from it.
That's it.
It helped me thicken my skin. And it also made me realize I'm not going to treat any of the other girls like that. Ever.
Yeah, it gets like that too.
Ever.
Yeah.
And if I'm a little steamrolled or I'm a little bit of a pushover, that's fine. I can live with that. But I'm not going to be mean.
Evolution.
I'm not going to be mean like that. No, that's not me.
No, that's not you. You're sweetheart. You're nice. So nice.
Yeah, well, that's like I said. My mom raised me to be that. I mean, she was a sweet lady, and she was honest and kind and genuine, and she loved kids. She loved animals. She loved all of that. So I naturally, you know, I kind of became her a little bit. You know, you know, honor her legacy. So my legacy would probably be, it'd be that for the most part. It's just showing kindness and compassion to other people. And when people aren't nice, you know, learning how to navigate life without retaliating or without having vengeance or revenge or whatever, and just really letting people do their thing. And you're not going to mess with everybody.
No,
I mean, even if you're really talented at something, and everybody has a talent, everybody has something that's naturally gifted to them in this life, and we're supposed to share that. But it doesn't necessarily mean you're a good person. Or what are you doing when no one's watching? Like integrity, like really just working to be a better person every day. So I'd like to think that not where people just, you know, they don't love my work itself, love it, great, but to be a genuine like person that's not no ego, you know, just be cool, you know, and just to be remembered that way would be honored to me and my mother. And my Nadolny family, you know, make them proud. They're Polish, so they're all up in Rhode Island and parts of Connecticut.
Oh wow! One last question for me: what is your favorite moment from all these conventions, if you can remember? Like, ones like you nudge Dan, like, damn, remember that time we?
Oh yeah.
Like, just give me one.
Okay, well, it's hard to give you just one, but I do a lot of appearances and things like that, and there are definitely some moments that stand out. And one in particular is outside of Waco. I was there several years ago, probably like around 16, it's probably 2017 or 18, and this kid comes in walking through with his dad or caretaker, father, stepfather, and he kind of has his head down, and he's kind of shy. He's giving off the body language that he's, you know, not real sure what to do. You could tell he's a really big anime fan in general, and he really wanted to buy some stuff and
Right.
like get some autographs or whatever. And the father figure guy was just kind of bullying him and saying, why would you want to spend your money on this? What is this anime? What is this? And I could just tell it was really breaking his heart. It was beating him up.
of course.
So Dan and I were like, how do we handle it? Because we really wanted him to have an autograph.
Oh.
So, they kind of went on their way. And then I got with the shop owner, and she kind of caught when it was going on. I said, is there a way for us to get him something? Like, can I leave him something? And she goes, oh, yeah, I know who they are. It's a small town outside of Waco. Yeah, I can get. And so I left him one, and she got that signed print to him. And I found out that his mom was in the hospital.
Wow.
And I found all this stuff out, and he was going through a hard time anyway. So I was just like, just little moments like that where
kid's day.
You had to,
one kid. Oh, I felt so good.
He's gonna remember that for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah, and I really didn't even. I just said, just find a way to get it to him. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I don't want to pay for anything. And then another time, Dan and I were in Midland, and I was just kind of coming back into the Comic-Con network in general because I was like, I did this stuff a long time ago. What? And they're like, no, you don't understand. The kids grew up with it. We want you there. Like even though I did the work years ago, no, they want it's a nostalgia. And then I was like, once I started doing it, I get it. I grew up with this and I love that. Well, then you've got Lou Ferrigno, or you've got Estrada from the I started to understand that pop culture, it doesn't matter if it was done years ago. It doesn't have to be something we're working on right now. So anyway, that was kind of when we came out. We were Permian Basin in Midland, Odessa. Kid comes up on a wheelchair, has a hat on, and he's so excited to be there. And he didn't have any money, but he was like, I just wanted to come talk to you. And I just grabbed his hat and signed it.
What?
He cried, you guys. He cried. I'm gonna cry. And I'm like, no, don't cry. It's good here. And he was just so excited. He didn't. A lot of people come and they just want to come and they want to be there, and they don't necessarily have any money. Their budgets are limited. Whatever, just try to give something to somebody. Give them a picture with you. Give them a photo. I sometimes have my Dragon Balls that I get, and I sign them and give them away to the kids. So there's moments like that stand out.
Okay.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay.
It's about making memories with these people.
That's cool.
Give them a good experience.
Yeah. Man, I'm with you. I know you gotta get ready to go.
Time to drive, road trip.
Yeah, you got some driving to do, so thank you so much for
Absolutely.
doing that.
So glad you guys came out again, and we're staying in touch. You guys are killing it out there, crushing it, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, seeing you again.
You are a rock star.
I grew up in Spring. I love Houston.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right down the street.
Well, when you consider how big Texas is, and halfway from Dallas to LA is El Paso.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, seriously. Texas really is big. I have people from far away go, I'm going to be in, Lubbock. And I'm like, oh man, I'm hours from there. But I'm going to be in Texas. Oh, yeah. I'm like, that's really far. I don't know if I can meet that. If I could, I would. But they're way up in the Northeast or New England. They're like, Rhode Island's here. You go here, you're in Connecticut. You go here, you're in Boston.
Right.
New York City's over here. I mean, it's just different down here in Texas. It's freaking huge. It really is big.
It's crazy because, as a truck driver, I'm a truck driver. So from Houston all the way to El Paso is like not even El Paso. Say Van Horn, Texas, like a 10-hour drive. Freaking Van Horn, and then
you're still in
El
Texas.
Paso, and El Paso is like another hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then once you pass El Paso, now New Mexico.
Then you think about Gainesville, Texas, or North Texas, and then you're going all the way to Brownsville. That's or Harlingen.
Yeah.
That's 10, 11-hour drive.
That's so crazy.
And that's the southern part of Texas.
Still in Texas.
Harlingen. In the Valley, man. I love my people in the Valley. Where you at?
Hey.
Yes.
There you go, man.
There they are right there. We have a vendor from the Valley. I love the Valley. And I love the Mexican food. Ooh, Goku could eat some Mexican food. I'm talking traditional Mexican food, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I grew up in Eagle Pass, too, so I know Mexican food.
Yeah. Keep killing it. Keep killing it.
I love it. I love it. And I love traveling, guys. I love to come out to your state. If you want me to come out, man, let somebody know. We got a Comic-Con coming up. Just, if you want me there, drop them a line. Let them know. I mean, they'll listen to you. They'll listen to you guys. We want so-and-so and so-and-so. Okay, well, let's reach out and see what they can do. If they answer their messages and they pay attention to their fans, then get something together.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Have cartwheel travel.
Have car.
Cartwheel travel. I don't know. You guys are young. I don't know. So I'm getting old school on you here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying them old times.
I got contact clues.
Okay.
I do that. I got what you were putting down.
Yeah. I smell what
I
you're
did what
stepping
you
in.
did. Yeah.
I smell what the rockets
I smell what you're stepping in.
Yeah.
I did what Jack.
God, this guy.
Great matter back at take TCB, man. See him at a booty, get a booty yak him, lay him down and smack him yak.
Oh my goodness.
Cole got to be. Come on.
Love it, man.
Oh my God.
This box is hanging live wire with no ventilation there, Jack.
Cut me some slack, Jack.
Shit. He killed Goku.
He gonna go catch up on the rebound with the meta side.
I'm not offending anybody, y'all. I love
you're not.
the movie Airplane is one of my all-time favorites, and when they start speaking jive,
I love Jack.
I'm all over that. I just thank you for letting me do that.
No.
If you have to edit that out, I'm like, come on. I'm just goofing around though, you know.
Are you kidding me? That is there.
I see you again. You gonna smell my Newport, dig?
Exactly. And that Cole got to be. Shit. Take TCB, man.
Dang.
I knock some dragon and run into the garden.
Damn.
That means I'll have the fish.
Damn.
No.
You know jive like a son of a gun.
Ain't got no brains in it.
You didn't tell me you spoke a second language.
Jive. You speak real jive.
I didn't trip. No tripping.
You speak real jive.
I mean, I don't know.
I just know the basics.
I'm just mimicking. So I don't really know.
It's all the same, really.
I'd like to think I do.
Yeah.
I try. A for effort. Come on, man.
Yeah, I was like, damn, she's teaching me something. Hell yeah.
I love that movie. So that's all that was, guys.
Oh, tain't nothing. See, I said that tain't nothing.
That'll be all right.
It's all good.
The guy who was that? The guy that plays Jake from
State Farm?
no.
Not gonna lie, that's where he was going. I was trying to see where he was gonna land.
Adventure Time.
I was trying to see where he was going.
Where you guys going with
Hey,
that?
don't he play Bender? Don't he play Bender too?
Yeah.
The guy, yeah. Man, he does a good job, and he does a good black guy.
Oh, he does?
White dude, redhead white dude. Yeah,
Oh, wow, okay.
John DiMaggio.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
so, whatever. So,
I mean,
yeah,
Kelly
we're good.
Clarkson sings, she sings soulful.
That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah. Oh yeah.
What was
I mean,
his name?
everybody's got, like I said, everybody's got talent.
Bobby Caldwell. Come on.
Oh yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
You all
that's
thought he
right.
was black, just like we all
Everybody
did. I
thought
know
he
you
was black.
did.
Like,
I
he's
know
a
you
white
did.
dude. Stop.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
mind if we dance, show dates. What is that, white chicks or, there's a movie there where somebody says that.
We'll find it.
Yeah, we'll find
Hey,
it.
we'll put it down here. We'll find it, buddy. You still? Oh, was it Blazing Saddles?
I don't know.
That was what Blazing Saddles. Where the white women at?
Hey, where are the white women at?
I ask that question every day.
So this is part of the show, right? We gonna make sure this part
Oh,
of the show.
you kidding? You thought this is definitely in there.
We like
I'm
goofing
telling
off.
you.
We're supposed to be getting off, but we just goofing.
I'm just super Saiyan.
You just Super Saiyan.
Whoa, she
Yeah.
super sad like it.
I like how she did that. Let the people know where they can find you.
Stephanie Nadolny.com. Ooh, now that's an octave if you don't know what an octave is. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep, and Dragon Ball Daima, check it out on Crunchyroll Premium. It is out every Friday. There is a new episode. We just dropped episode 10. That would have been March 14th. And so be watching. You can start it at the beginning. You can binge watch it, whatever you want. Netflix does have it in the Japanese sub. Super excited. At some point, I'm sure the English sub will be released on Netflix. I do not have the answer as far as when, but check it out if you like it. Awesome. Love your feedback. Love these guys.
Love you too.
We're just horsing around.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man, we're keeping it real.
Hell yeah.
Keeping it
Oh,
real.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
Awesome,
so
guys.
much.
I'll see y'all next time we can do this.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you
Absolutely.
so much.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, man, come
Thank you.
here. Oh, these are my boys. Give it up for my boys.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Mr. Dan for
Dan's
I know
the
you
man.
gotta drive.
Dan's
thank
the
you.
man.
You the man.
He's
sir.
chasing me. He's
Heck yeah.
he's a special dude because he chases me around and I am the Tasmanian devil. I am like.
So, yeah. So thank both of y'all. I mean,
Absolutely, yeah.
Opportunity because like I know y'all gotta drive. At least
Yeah.
the sun's still up. Thank you, baby Jesus on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'll help drive if I have to. But
understand.
I try to just let he loves his car, so I let him.
I understand.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he
So,
loves that. He's up for it's a RAV4.
Oh,
So we had to upgrade to something because we have a bunch of stuff to travel with. Sometimes we bring our
Yeah.
dog, you know. So
Oh heck yeah.
yeah.
Because and this is y'all time, so thank you so
Yeah,
much.
for
So,
sure.
That's why I'm
Thanks,
like
guys.
we're super
Yeah.
stoked and happy.
Yep.
Love you.
Well, we're the
Word.
Fusion Hot Podcast, and we out this day. Hi.